at certain season into the pool and troubled the water. Whosoever then first after the troubling of the water stepped in was made whole of whatsoever disease he had. Okay, so Jesus has come down to this pool. It's a renowned pool within the region. And every so often within a particular season, an angel of God comes down and he moves in the water. He makes the water move. And in him moving the water by his spirit, the water is purified. And so that whoever comes in the water first, that first group of people that get in the water are healed from whatever ailments that are plaguing them. Okay, so scripture is conveying that this water is purified. It is holy water, but it can only stay holy for so long due to head count. So if there's a tremendous amount of people that get in this water, the more people that get in the water, the more lessened the spiritual power of the water is. So you got to really get in that water first. And so you can imagine the run that it would be for the people in getting into the water. It's probably chaotic. People running to get into this water to make sure that they partake of the goodness that is within this water. And a certain man was there, which had an infirmity 38 years. A man had been over there. He's ill. He's stricken with some sort of an illness. And he's been laying up at this pool for 38 years. And Jesus saw him lie and knew that he had been now a long time in that case. He saith unto him, wilt thou be made whole? Now, out of all the people that must be at this water, Jesus is out here casting out demons left and right, y'all. So there must be a lot of people that are sick. So you know that there is a multitude at this water. Yet out of all these people, Jesus sees this one man. God sees you, friend. God can sense what is troubling you in your heart. You don't need to make a loud proclamation. You don't need to go post it on social media. You don't need to be next to someone that's of notoriety for them to know somebody, to know somebody, to know somebody. You don't have to know anybody. You need to know yourself. And you need to know God within you. Because God will find you. This man didn't go and find Jesus. He's laying up at the pool for 38 years. For 38 years, he has seen them come and go. He has seen people come to this pool in multitude, in droves. He's laid up at the pool. He's made this pool his permanent residency. He's somewhat like the woman that said, if I could just touch the hem of his garment, I'll be made whole. He's laying up at the pool and he's saying, I might not be at my infirmity is prohibiting me from rushing and getting into this water because everybody gets before me. They're lined up when this angel comes. You know that there were people that must have been camped out there for days and weeks and months on end. They probably made it a living place. This man made it a living place. He's living out here at this water. And it's fair to say that he probably had a reputation. The people probably knew him there. There probably was a rumor going around saying, this man, he's been out here 38 years. How else would Jesus know that he's been there so long? Unless someone had told him. I mean, Jesus probably could have known because he's Jesus, but he might not have known. He just came to the pool and at a certain time, on a certain day, at a certain area, he's in the vicinity of this man. It's a lot of that goes on in life. And him observing what's going on, he sees this man and he says, why are you out here? When Jesus saw him lie and knew that he had been now a long time in that case, he said unto him, wilt thou be made whole? Do you ever expect to be made whole? What are your expectations in this? Are you just here waiting for the right things to happen for you to be made whole? This is a question to all of you. All of us can relate to this story. Many of us have been standing in front of things, waiting for the right timing, waiting for the right opportunity, waiting for the right things to set themselves up in the way that we imagine them so that we can make our next move. This is exactly what this man is going through. He's waiting for the right opportunity, whether it's a splash of water to come out of the water on him and him standing at the right place or sitting at the right place and getting drenched in the water. Or whether someone come and graciously take it upon themselves to forsake their healing by picking him up and bringing him with them into the water. Having enough room in the multitude of people that are there, all trying to get in the water at the same time as well, of that being successful. Jesus comes to him and he says, wilt thou be made whole? Will you? What are you going to do? What do you envision for yourself in being whole? I know you've been out here 38 years. Do you believe you're going to be made whole? It hasn't happened yet. What are your thoughts regarding this? The impotent man answered him, Sir, I have no man when the water is troubled to put me into the pool, but while I am coming, another steppeth down before me. He's saying, I don't have any help. I have a handicap. I don't have any help. And when I do take it upon myself to try to get into the water, there comes someone else, and then someone else, and then someone else that steps over me. How many of us can relate to that? How many of us have made that our home? You got your eyes fixated on a particular goal, and you're like, darn, I got all these things. I got everything it takes. I don't have any sound direction. I don't have anyone that'll come and help me, that'll lend me their experiences, their insight, and then act upon it and assist me in reaching my goal. And then how many of us couple that with the rewinding in our mind of experiences of how many times have we tried our hand at it and failed? We rewind that in our mind so many times. I remember when I tried it. I remember when I created all that content on my phone and then it disappeared. And I thought I was going to be able to upload it in advance. I created it in advance and I'd upload it and then boom, it disappeared. So I stopped doing that. I remember when I had a plan to do something on this social site and I had built it up to a degree and then boom, they ran me up off of that site. Lost all the money I put into it, all the time, all the content. How many times do we do that? And we use those things to justify not doing certain things now. This is what this man is doing. Jesus saith unto him,